Dead Man's Vista is one of the most photographed overlooks in the Cascade Range. On a clear day, you can see 4 mountain peaks, 2 river valleys, and a sweep of old-growth forest that extends to the horizon without interruption. Hikers drive 2 hours to stand at the railing and take photographs. The photographs are beautiful. They also contain someone who wasn't there. In 2001, a ranger noticed that every photograph taken at the Vista showed the same extra figure in the background, not present when the photo was taken, always facing away, never identified. In 2008, rangers began examining the photographs more carefully. The extra figure was not the same person in every photograph. It matched the photographer, an older version, 20, 30 years older, back-turned, never showing a face. In 2015, a ranger photographed the Vista and found himself in the background, 20 years older, standing exactly where he was standing. The photograph was destroyed within the hour. The ranger was transferred within 2 weeks. Photography is now prohibited at Dead Man's Vista. Rangers enforce deletion. The signs do not explain why. This is about what the Vista shows you when you photograph it, what it has been showing people since at least 2001, and why the rangers who have seen it don't go back. The thing about Dead Man's Vista is that it earns its name gradually. You don't feel it when you arrive. The view is genuinely extraordinary. That long southwestern exposure, the way the light moves across the valley floor in the afternoon, the particular quality of the silence when the wind drops and the whole landscape seems to hold still. People stand at the railing for a long time. They take photographs. They mean to leave, and then they don't, for a while. Ranger Adais Kimura had patrolled the Vista Trail for 3 seasons before she noticed. August 14, 2001. A family stopped her on the descent trail, excited, wanting to show her something on their camera. They had taken photographs at the Vista that afternoon. In the background of one, the mother standing at the railing, valley below, mountains beyond, was a figure Kimura didn't recognize, standing near the eastern end of the viewing platform, back turned, not in any other photograph from that afternoon, not visible in the photographs taken minutes before or after. Kimura looked at the photograph for a long time. The family was certain the platform had been empty except for them when the photo was taken. They had specifically appreciated having it to themselves. She told them it was probably a hiker who had stepped into frame and moved before they noticed. She returned their camera. They seemed satisfied with the explanation. She wasn't. Over the following 4 weeks, Kimura asked to see photographs from every visitor group she encountered on the Vista Trail. Not aggressively, casually, the way rangers sometimes do, expressing interest in what people had captured. 17 groups. 14 had photographed the Vista. 12 of the 14 had the figure in at least one photograph, always in the background, always facing away, never showing a face. The clothing varied slightly across photographs, but the posture was consistent, standing still, weight evenly distributed, the quality of someone who belongs in a place and knows it, someone who has stood there before. Kimura filed a report with her supervisor, District Ranger Theodore Osai. She included printed copies of 3 photographs from different visitor groups, taken on different days. All 3 showed the same figure, in approximately the same position at the eastern end of the viewing platform. Osei looked at the photographs for a long time. He told Kimura to continue monitoring, but to discourage photography at the Vista going forward. Low-key, no formal prohibition, just gentle discouragement. He placed her report in a file and labeled it with a date and a location and nothing else. He did not tell Kimura that there were 2 previous reports in the same file, one from 1994, one from 1997, both describing a figure in Vista photographs, both noting the same posture, the same position, the same turned back. He had been in possession of those reports for 4 years and had not known what to do with them. He still didn't. In the spring of 2008, District Supervisor Renata Achebe reviewed the accumulated Vista file, Kimura's 2001 report, the 2 earlier reports, and 14 additional notations filed between 2002 and 2007. Each described the figure in the background. Each confirmed that visitors reported the platform empty when photographs were taken. Achebe assigned Ranger Fin Mwangi to conduct a systematic examination. Mwangi would approach visitors at the trailhead on their return, explain that the park was conducting a photography study, and ask to examine their Vista photographs. Mwangi spent 6 weeks at the Vista trailhead that summer. What he documented changed the nature of the file. The figure in the background was not the same person in every photograph. He had assumed from the earlier reports that it was a consistent, unidentified individual, a ghost, in the casual sense that word gets used for recurring anomalies. It was not. The figure matched the photographer. Not exactly. Not in the way a mirror matches. In the way a face matches itself across time. The same bone structure, the same build, the same particular way of standing, but older, 20 years older, sometimes 30. A man in his 30s photographing his family at the Vista, and in the background, a man in his 50s standing with his back to the camera. Same shoulders, same posture, same slight lean to the right that people carry without knowing they carry it. Mwangi documented this across 43 separate photographs from 31 visitor groups. In every case where the figure appeared, it matched the person operating the camera at the time the photograph was taken. In cases where multiple family members had taken turns photographing each other, the figure matched whoever had been behind the lens. He wrote it plainly in his report. The figure in the background of Vista photographs appears to be an older version of the photographer. Age difference estimated 20 to 30 years. Figure always facing away. Face never visible. Photographers confirm platform empty at time of capture. I cannot account for this. He submitted the report to Achebe. She read it twice. Then she called Mwangi into her office and asked him to describe the experience of conducting the examination. He was quiet for a moment before answering. He said that after the first 2 weeks he had stopped looking at the figures directly, that he had developed a way of examining the photographs peripherally, noting the presence or absence of the figure without focusing on it. He said he did not fully understand why he had started doing that until he realized that he was afraid of seeing what he would look like in 30 years. He had not photographed the Vista himself. Achebe instructed Mwangi to begin confiscating Vista photographs from visitors going forward. Politely, a park policy regarding commercial photography use, she told visitors. Most complied. Some complained. No one filed a formal objection. The confiscated photographs were stored in the district office in a locked drawer. No one looked at them more than once. Ranger Kofi Svensson was 35 years old when he took the photograph. He had been at the district for 2 years and had heard the Vista referred to in the careful way that rangers in the know refer to things they have decided not to examine too closely. He understood that photography was discouraged. He had discouraged it himself on patrol, using the explanation Achebe had authorized, park policy regarding commercial use. On September 7, 2015, Svensson was conducting a routine patrol and reached the Vista at midday. The platform was empty. The view was what it always was, extraordinary, the kind of view that makes you feel briefly and without embarrassment that the world is larger than daily life suggests. He took a photograph. Not for any official purpose. Because he was alone on a platform with that view, and he had his phone in his pocket, and it seemed like the natural thing to do. He looked at the photograph. The figure in the background was standing at the eastern end of the platform. Back turned. Ranger uniform. The same slight lean to the right that Svensson carried without knowing he carried it. The face was not visible. The posture was his. The build was his. The figure was older. Significantly, he put the age difference at 20 years, maybe more. The way the shoulders sat differently, not stooped, not diminished, just settled in the way bodies settle over time, the slow accumulation of years in the joints and the spine. He stood on the empty platform and looked at the photograph and at the empty eastern end of the platform, where the figure stood in the photograph and did not stand now. He drove to the district office, showed the photograph to Supervisor Lorraine Okafor without saying anything first, let her see it before he explained what she was looking at. Okafor looked at the photograph for a long time. Then she looked at Svensson, then at the photograph again. She asked him how old the figure appeared to be. He said, 55. Maybe 60. She deleted the photograph from his phone while he watched. She called District Administrator Yaw Brennan and described the photograph without showing it to him. Brennan drove to the office within the hour. The three of them sat in Okafor's office, and Brennan asked Svensson to describe what he had seen in precise detail. Svensson described it. The uniform, the posture, the lean, the age. Brennan issued the park-wide memo the following day. All Vista photographs to be deleted or destroyed in the presence of a ranger. Digital files confiscated. Film exposed. No exceptions. Signs to be posted prohibiting photography. Rangers not to photograph the Vista under any circumstances, and one line, added at the bottom, that had not appeared in any previous guidance. Personnel who have viewed Vista photographs will be transferred to an alternate district within 14 days. Svensson was transferred 8 days later. The paperwork described it as a routine rotation. He did not discuss the photograph with his new colleagues. He did not return to Dead Man's Vista. He was 35 years old when he took the photograph. He is 45 now. In 5 years, he will be 55. He has not calculated whether that matters, or decided whether he believes it does. But he has not taken a photograph at any overlook since September 7, 2015. Just in case the camera is always looking both ways. Current operational guidance for Dead Man's Vista photography is prohibited at Dead Man's Vista. Signs will be posted at the trailhead and at the viewing platform. If personnel observe visitors photographing the Vista, images must be deleted in the presence of a ranger. Visitors will be informed this is park policy. Do not explain the reasoning. Rangers will not photograph Dead Man's Vista under any circumstances. Personnel who view Vista photographs will be transferred to an alternate district within 14 days. Dead Man's Vista is still open. The view is still what it always was. Hikers still drive 2 hours to stand at the railing and watch the light move across the valley. They just can't take photographs anymore. The signs say park policy. The rangers enforce it politely and give no further explanation. Most visitors comply. Most go home with the view in their memory rather than their phones, and consider that enough. The Vista has been showing people their future selves since at least 1994, possibly longer. Always in the background, always facing away, always older. 20 years, 30 years. The same posture, the same lean, the same body, returned to the same place. Rangers who see the photographs are transferred within 2 weeks. No exceptions. No delays. The 14-day window is the most specific protocol the park has ever issued, and it has been followed exactly every time. Because the rangers who see themselves older at Dead Man's Vista understand something that the policy does not say and does not need to. That the figure in the background is not a warning, it is not a ghost, it is not an error in the photograph, it is a confirmation. You will come back. In 20 years, in 30 years. You will stand at that railing again, and the view will still be what it always was, and someone will point a camera at the valley and you will be in the background, back turned, not knowing yet that you are the figure in someone else's photograph. The Vista is patient. It has been showing people this for at least 30 years. It will keep showing them. Until everyone who stands at the railing understands what it means to look out at something beautiful and feel, without being able to explain it, that you have already been here. And that you will be again.